Welcome into the show now. Graduate transfer and a standout safety from the University of Nebraska, representing Houston, Texas, Harvey Jackson. Harvey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you?
We're doing well. So you made the decision to transfer from Nebraska to BYU. That has excited a lot of Cougar fans. Why did you feel like this was the time for you to transfer away from Nebraska?
I learned a lot in Nebraska. Can't take that away. Been there for 4 years, and I learned a lot of great things there. But I feel it was probably time for me to spread my wings and probably discover a new opportunity, a better opportunity, once I stumbled upon BYU.
What do you see in BYU as a better opportunity?
For one, Coach Mendenhall, he makes sure his players leave as a man. That's one great thing that me and my parents was that we were excited about. It has the opportunity to create you as a better man and life after football. So that was a pretty good deal right there.
Harvey Jackson, graduate transfer, a safety, moving from the University of Nebraska over to BYU, expecting him to make an impact this fall for the Cougars. Harvey, what was your first impression of Coach Mendenhall when you sat down to talk with him?
Coach Mendenhall, he's a real nice guy. Me and him actually spent about an hour, a little bit over an hour together the whole trip. I learned a lot from him. He's a real nice-minded guy. He's honest from the time we first met. And he said he's going to continue to be honest, and that's the kind of characteristics he has. Real nice guy.
Sorry, I thought I heard you say nice guy. Did you mean intense guy?
Well, coaching is coaching. You can't take coaching.
That's right.
You can't take coaching too personal because, you have a whole bunch of different guys come from different places. And, as a head coach, things could get frustrating. But behind the scenes, he's actually a real nice guy. And me and him connected real well. And that was another reason why I ended up committing to BYU.
Tough to know how intense Bronco will be because you haven't seen him, in coaching. But Bo Pelini intensity versus what you maybe have heard about Bronco Mendenhall intensity.
I've had a lot of intense coaches throughout my life. I've been playing football since I was 4, so I don't really just take personally the intensity. I take with me the message that's getting thrown at me through the intensity. So that's mainly what I look forward to. I heard, I did hear things that they coach pretty hard, they coach pretty tough, but at the end of the day, all coaches meet well, and that's the most important thing.
Harvey Jackson on BYU Sports Nation with Spencer Linton and Jerem Jordan. He is a graduate transfer from Nebraska, will play for the Cougars this fall, beginning on August 29th against Connecticut. Now, I want to ask you, Harvey, obviously there were other schools that were interested, and you said you wanted to spread your wings. So other than BYU, what other schools were you looking into?
Well, Cincinnati, I had a real strong relationship with them. They're actually in the AAC conference, and they've played a lot of teams closer to home. And I've been having close contact with them for the past 3-4 months. I had schools as far as West Virginia called me, East Carolina, SMU. Had a lot of schools closer to home, and they took heed of me right away when they found out I was leaving.
Harvey Jackson is on BYU Sports Nation. He'll play this season with BYU, the transfer from Nebraska. What was the process of contact with BYU?
The process of contact, I spoke with Coach Nick Howell from the beginning, probably approximately 6 or 7 weeks ago. I ended up having to get permission to talk to BYU, and then he got a hold of my highlight tape, told me they was interested, but he also told me we have to see if the program fits me and if I fit the program. And basically we kept communication until I went up there, and they told me they're not recruiting me. It was actually an interview from both sides, and after I left, BYU was interested in me, and it's a great fortune that I'm interested in BYU, so we came together.
Talking with safety Harvey Jackson, who's transferring from Nebraska to BYU. What are your expectations when you suit up for the Cougars in the 2014 season?
My expectations, I don't really have, I really just want to help a team, create big goals, meet big goals. I want to be able to help outside of football as far as community service, community outreaches. I want to be able to grow as a man, grow spiritually. I want to. That was my expectation as I come to and from BYU. I heard, Coach Mendenhall did tell me all the great things that he do with the guys, and it's more than just football. And that's a real special thing because mostly every program is not like that. So that's a big expectation I have on myself. And as far as the program, the goal is to always go undefeated. And hopefully we can come together and we can do big things as far as that.
Now, you visited the BYU Sports Nation set Tuesday. What role did that play in your decision to attend BYU, Harvey?
Man, that was a big role. You guys are great. You guys are great at that. You guys do your job pretty good. I actually seen you guys on TV a couple times before.
Nice.
Before I actually stepped foot on there, and I didn't know that it was actually on campus or even connected to the football places and stuff. But that's a real nice place, and it played a pretty good impact.
So it's okay if we take at least some of the credit in the recruitment of Harvey Jackson to BYU, right?
Jeff Martinson calls us the closers, Harvey. The closers.
No, it was definitely. You guys were one of the last guys I've seen on the recruit. I say you guys probably played about a good 25%.
All right, okay.
25%. Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Hey, Harvey,
sir.
you can come on our show anytime. If you're going to say things like that, we'll be glad to have you on anytime.
Yeah, all right, keep that in mind.
All right, Harvey Jackson, safety from the University of Nebraska, has decided to transfer to BYU. What's the calendar like for you over the next few days? What are you going to be doing to wrap up school, and when do you get to Provo?
I'm very excited for this opportunity to go to Provo. This is a very special program. And through the 6-7 weeks, I'm delayed. I'm gonna be working. I actually got to work now before you guys called. I'm gonna be working out and also making good grades in order to increase my way to getting there. I have to graduate in order to play right away, and that's what I'm focused on. So it's gonna be a very big key in me getting there.
You mentioned that you worked out. You're preparing for this season. I want to ask you about, do you have connections to BYU? Do you know members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? Are there connections there for you?
Well, I do know members there, not actually in Utah, but from around the way. I know a couple guys from the football team here. I know 2 or 3 guys from the high school who played on the football team.
So there are a couple guys on the Nebraska team that are LDS?
Yes, 1 or 2.
What have they told you about maybe going to BYU as you've kind of talked about this decision?
I didn't actually talk to them about the decision, but I know that they are LDS. From what I see, they're real nice people. They're real nice guys. They always willing to help. They aren't crazy like regular college people, and they stand out very well, which is a good thing.
Harvey Jackson will play safety for BYU football this fall, transferring from Nebraska. Harvey, you're an interesting case in that you're all academic Big Ten, a guy who focuses a lot on studies, and I feel like that is something that a lot of athletes really in our day and age have a hard time doing. How have you been able to successfully perform at the Division I level and yet be on the commissioner's honor roll and be a member of the academic All Big Ten team?
It's very, I won't say it's hard, but it's challenging. But once you make your mind up to do anything, I personally believe you could do it. I actually been taking great notice to my grades and expectations for my grade for a long time. Probably since grade school, and I actually finished high school with like a 3.5, 3.6 GPA. So academics has always been very, very special and important to me. So even when I went to college, I wanted to keep that up because most football players just think it's only football, and I try to lead by example that it's going to be life after football, and also academics helps with football because scouts they want to get to the next level. Scouts actually look at that. So I try to think more than just the present. I try to think towards the future, and that's why I took on a challenging major as this.
Harvey Jackson is on BYU Sports Nation. I watched your highlight tape that you tweeted out a few days ago, and there was one play that I remember that you made that I thought, okay, I know who Harvey Jackson is now. 2012, Wisconsin, you have a fumble recovery at the very end of the game. I think it was Monte Ball that had the rush, the fumble there, if I'm not mistaken. You get the fumble recovery. Was that the biggest play of your career?
Yes, it was. That was actually the biggest play of my career and also the biggest moment in my life. You know, that was a very critical game. I don't know if you've seen the time, but it was actually like rolling down to the last seconds of the
that sealed the win.
The fourth quarter. Yes, sir. And it was also in the red zone. It was 4th and 1, so that was a very critical situation. And I was able to come up with a fumble recovery and get the ball back to my offense, and we nailed the ball down 3 plays after that and won the football game.
Harvey Jackson with us on BYU Sports Nation. Harvey, we look forward to you making some memorable plays in a BYU uniform. Collectively, BYU Sports Nation, very excited to have you come to Provo, Utah, and play football. Look forward to seeing you. We wish you the best of luck finishing up school there at Nebraska, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Same here.